Oh, okay. In the studio with me right now, I have owner of Seaview Studios in Folkestone and producer who goes under the moniker Technical Finger. It is the one and only, the very talented Tim Smith.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, mate. How are you? Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a little while. Yeah, missed you.
It has been a bit of a while, hasn't it? In lockdown. Now, you've got something going on that you want to tell us all about. So, without further ado, I'm going to just hand it over to you, and you just tell us what do you want to say.
Sure thing. It's been an exciting time in the last week or so because I've been helping to promote an album. So to give you the backstory on it, I went to university in Leicester. So I spent a few years up there promoting parties, playing, and started to get into the scene and releasing music and all that sort of thing. And one of my friends promoted some club nights, so I used to play his nights on a regular basis. And we sort of kept touch a little bit here and there. But last year, very sadly, he developed a stage 4 brain tumour. Fortunately, he is still with us. The surgery was successful, but what it kind of inspired him to do was create a record label called Fight or Flight Recordings. So that's a fully kind of legit non-profit organisation, registered charity. Or I know he had to jump through an awful lot of hoops to kind of get the official admin side of things worked out, but that's all done now, done and dusted. So Matt, his name is Matt Toll, lovely fella, and he kind of got hold of all of his old DJ producer buddies. He makes music himself. He's part of Soul Bass Project, so he's been in the game, a long time like I have, but he just sort of tapped up a few of his old friends and said, this is what I want to do, I want to get an album together, can you help? So I've sent him a couple of tunes, see if there was something there that would fit in with the album that he wanted to do. There are 14 tracks which are on the album altogether, which means that I'm now on a track lineup with some of friends that I used to be on DJ lineups with back in the day. So I've kind of, reacquainted myself with some old friends as well as being involved in this fabulous project. So it comes from a fairly sad place, but like I say, hopefully we can turn that into a happy story.
So we've got the track here. We're going to play it in a minute. I better cue it up while you're talking. So, did you did all this at the studio here, didn't you?
Yes. So I'd had the track which we're going to play is actually a Sophia Syndicate track, which I've done a remix of. The Sophia Syndicate track is sort of a dubstep-y kind of thing, and this one is a drum and bass remix. So I'd kind of half finished it, and to be honest with you, I don't spend enough time making drum and bass anymore. It's my first love, but I spend a lot of time working with other people on their music. So lockdown kind of gave me a little bit of an opportunity to catch up with some half-finished projects and back burner projects and all that sort of thing. So yeah, we got the final mix sorted out, and then Matt got it all mastered, and yeah, now it was released on 31st of July.
Brilliant. So is it all the tracks on the Fight Flight LP? Are they all producers?
Yes. Yeah, so like I say, there's a couple of old friends on there. There's some sort of jungle flavour type tracks, there's some drum and bass tracks, and there's some dubstep-y stuff, which is kind of ambient, sort of dubstep-ish. I know it's sometimes when you mention the word dubstep here and there, people can roll their eyes a little bit or be a bit snooty about things, but the album is top quality. It's been really well received so far, and I feel privileged to be a part of it, to be honest with you.
Fantastic. Okay, where can people get hold of a copy of this album, Tim?
So on Bandcamp, that's where everything, all proceeds that go via for the album are on Bandcamp. I actually bought the album myself earlier and chipped in a tenner for the cause, and I believe the target for this project is about 5,000. I know that there was something like 500 quid in pre-release. I think there's another 500 and something quid to add on top of that now. I think we're over the grand mark at the moment. But yeah, you can get some top quality music from Bandcamp and also support a fabulous charity.
Brilliant. So as you heard, guys out there, if you like a bit of dubstep, I don't even know what that means, but and all the other drum and bass and all that sort of stuff, get yourself a copy of that album. Go to Bandcamp. It's called
Survival is Instinct it's on Fight or Flight Recordings. So there's plenty of stuff floating around fame, but if you follow me on Facebook, Technical Finger, you'll see plenty of posts about it from me, or on the CV Studio Facebook page. I can send you a link for the Academy Alternative page as well.
Do that. We'll whack it on the Academy page as well. So there'll be a link there, and you can go and grab yourself a copy of it. It's great calls and some great music on there. Anything else you want to say, Tim, or should we listen to this great bit of music?
Just before we do, as I was mentioning to you earlier off air, the project is getting some really good support across the country. It's been featured in one of the papers, big newspaper in Birmingham. Leicester have featured it, Derbyshire have featured it. I'm going to be talking to local papers around here. Thank you very much for having me on. But I'm sort of the contingent from the southeast, and given that we're in the world's first music town, Folkestone, then I like to represent. So yeah, any engagement which we can get from this corner of the country would be most welcome.
Absolutely brilliant. And any DJs that are listening, that are doing the shows as well, I know some people tune in. If you want Tim to come onto your show and have a chat about it to promote this record, please get in touch with him through the Technical Finger Facebook page or the Seaview Studios Facebook page, and get him on the show, and let's promote this record.
Brilliant.
Okay, let's listen to the track then. This is Sophia Syndicate, Nothing Matters, a Technical Finger remix. Tim himself.